What if I told you that some people make money from the stock market while spending less time than they spend scrolling social media? Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what I thought. For years, I believed the stock market was only for rich people, financial experts, and people with 6 monitors on their desks. I thought you needed thousands of dollars just to get started. And honestly, I thought trading was basically gambling with charts. But then I discovered something that completely changed my perspective. The stock market isn't just a place where investors build wealth over decades. It's also a place where traders look for opportunities every single day. And surprisingly, many traders didn't start with huge amounts of money. Some started with less money than most people spend on entertainment in a month. But before you get excited, there's something important you need to understand. Because the same thing that can create opportunities in the market is also the reason many people lose money. And almost nobody talks about that part honestly. When most people hear the words stock market, they immediately think about investing. Buying shares, holding them for years, and waiting patiently for growth. That's investing. And investing is one of the greatest wealth-building tools ever created. But it's usually a slow game. Trading is different. Trading focuses on shorter-term movements in the market. Think of it this way. Investing is planting a mango tree and waiting years for fruit. Trading is harvesting opportunities that appear every day. Neither approach is right or wrong. They're simply different tools for different goals. Then I discovered something called options trading. And this is where things became really interesting. Because options allow traders to participate in market movements with significantly less capital than buying shares outright. That's when I started asking myself a question. If opportunities like this exist, why isn't everyone doing it successfully? The answer surprised me. The problem wasn't money. The problem wasn't intelligence. And it definitely wasn't education. The real challenge was psychology. In fact, many successful traders will tell you that trading is more about controlling yourself than controlling the market. Options are one of the most exciting segments of the market because they offer something called leverage. And leverage can be incredibly powerful. A relatively small amount of money can participate in a much larger market movement. That's why traders are attracted to options. But here's what beginners often miss. Leverage works both ways. The same leverage that can increase profits can also increase losses. Think of leverage like fire. Used properly, it can be useful. Used carelessly, it can become dangerous. Here's a fact that completely changed my mindset. Professional traders don't focus on making money first. They focus on protecting money first. If you lose 50% of your account, you need a 100% gain just to get back to where you started. That's why risk management matters so much. And then I learned the biggest lesson of all. The market wasn't my biggest enemy. My emotions were
Fear, greed,
impatience, overconfidence. These emotions have destroyed more trading accounts than bad strategies ever have. Imagine entering a trade and watching the price move against you. Fear appears. Your heart starts racing. You want to exit immediately. Then another trade moves in your favor. Suddenly greed appears. You want more. You abandon your original plan. That's why the market is such a fascinating place. It constantly tests human psychology. Many professionals believe trading is 80% psychology and 20% strategy. Because even the best strategy becomes useless when emotions take control. This is why I believe something very important. If you cannot control your emotions, you should stay away from trading for now. Not forever. Just until you develop discipline. Because trading magnifies who you already are. If you're impatient, trading exposes it. If you're impulsive, trading exposes it. If you're emotional, trading exposes it. The market acts like a mirror. It reflects your strengths and weaknesses back at you every single day. The good news is that discipline can be trained. Patience can be trained. Emotional control can be trained. Did you know many professional traders keep journals? Not just trading journals, emotion journals. They track fear, greed, excitement, and frustration. Because every mistake leaves clues. And clues create improvement. One of the biggest myths is that trading requires staring at charts all day. That's simply not true. Many traders have full-time jobs. Some analyze markets before work. Others review setups after work. The market doesn't demand your entire day. It demands preparation, discipline, and a plan. Now, let's talk about rewards. Yes, options trading offers significant opportunities, and that's why so many people are attracted to it. But there are no guarantees.
no magic indicators.
No strategy that wins every single time. Successful traders think in probabilities, not certainties. And that mindset changes everything. Even the world's best traders lose trades regularly. Some lose nearly half of their trades and still remain profitable.
Why?
because they don't need to win every time. They simply make sure their winners are larger than their losers. Today, I see the stock market differently. Not as a casino, not as a get-rich-quick scheme, but as a skill. A skill that rewards discipline, patience, and emotional control. A skill that anyone can learn with enough dedication. You don't need huge money to begin learning. You don't need perfect timing. You simply need the courage to take the first step. And if you'd like help understanding trading and options trading, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to help point you in the right direction. Remember this: the stock market doesn't transfer money from the poor to the rich. It transfers money from the impatient to the disciplined. Your biggest competition isn't another trader. It's the version of yourself controlled by fear, greed, and impatience. Master that person, and you're already ahead of most people in the market. See you in the next video.